Michael? Oh my goodness, how are you? I was panicking a bit because when I started, I'm just checking I am live. Yes, I'm live. Excellent, live. I am. We had such a mess up. I jumped on to fill up my OBSM and I run through the studio, which is called, OBSM, and it's changed its starting stuff, and I'm in panic because I couldn't change my information or anything like this, and I thought, oh, I don't know what's going on, it's all gone weird on me. So yelling out to my husband, come on. So now I did go and redo my whole thing, and it's gone back, so it's only going to be that high. It's going to be a bit of a bother, and I'm not going to try and go out and pull that in and out because that will make it harder on me. So we'll just work with what I've got, and I'll remember to keep it up high. Okay, so we're not gonna, I can't know how to go in and out on my camera without changing things, and I'm really not prepared to do it right now, so let's just work with it. Alright, so the new mini catalogue is out in January, and so therefore I'm doing more January stuff now because I've done all my Christmas cards, I've posted them all, and we are going with that. So in this catalogue, we're not allowed to show you to the 4th. That's the back of it, and that's the front of it. So I've already done a couple of cards. You've already seen the leaves one and my pop out. So these are two things that also are arriving on the 4th. So this pop out I did last week, and it just pops out. It does pop out, it's just that I'm not doing it properly. And that's the one I did last week. So if you look, you'll find that one. And I also did the green leaves. So if you're looking for what's coming up, these are two of the cards that I used the stock from for the new catalogue. I know we've still got 2 weeks till Christmas. We've just been all the way up the country to meet up with my husband's mum and sister and uncle, and took one of his uncles with us and the kids for our Christmas gathering. Now, you know what I can't see over on my YouTube is me in here. So no, I am there, I'm moving things, but I'm not on the screen. Oh, goodness gracious. There I am, I'm there now. So if anyone wants to say hello, please do. Okay, waffling. This is today's card. So my boys are 17 in January, and this is a new set that just came out, which we get to get a little earlier than anyone else. Look at that. I love this because, as I said, with my nearly 17-year-old twins, they have friends, and I've been doing a lot of the car cards for all their mates. But now look at this, grungy, beautiful, so much to do with this. So this is the card, very simple, just a little bit of smudging and fudging and all of that. Now I don't know if I put my other light on if that makes it easier to see, but look at all this. So there's one card for one of the twins, and we'll make one tonight. Now the set I'm using with it, this is a little bit more, it's for, what do they call it, making photo albums, what's that called, scrapbooking. and it's got so much in it, but it's also, you don't have to get it for scrapbooking, because I don't really do the scrapbooking, but I thought I'm going to get it anyway because it had lots of good stuff in it, and I thought, why not have a look? So that's some of the DSP that's in it, and I've used some of that. Then it's got 2 sheets of bits and pieces. I've used some of those. Then it's got, so you can do on your card, on your pages. I've not done scrapbooking before, so I don't know what you do. And then it's got paper. It's got these placements for your photos, so you can do them on cards and everything. You don't just have to. Look at this gorgeous paper. That is, oh my god, I thought that was. And then they give you, look at all this. This is so rich and beautiful, isn't it? It's just, look at all this, and you get all of this enough. Oh, I put that together to make, and there's white cardstock, so they give you instructions with it too, and you can make, look at all these things that it comes with. So you can make your scrapbook pages like that. So it tells you exactly, it gives you all your photo things in here, and you use all the bits and pieces to make it. But like I said, I'm not a scrapbooker, and there's cardstock, there's nice double-sided, so it's a little one on one side. It's got these ones, look at that, that's double-sided with Pretty Peacock, and then there's Pecan Pie, and so anyway, that's all of that. You can go on the 4th and have a look at that, but I am using bits and pieces from it to make, not this card, tomorrow's card will be using the pieces out of here, but from this I have used this paper here, this DSP, and not there. So all I've used is the that nice beautiful writing one. Look at that. I couldn't decide whether I wanted that on top or that on top, but I ended up not using that, so I'll have to do that another day. Alright. Oh, I think this is so beautiful. Now, let's get out what we've got. Got a bit of scrap to do my drawing on. A bit of white for the card. This is how I do my kits when they arrive to people. Everything's inside it. So we've got an envelope. I've got a piece for the greeting, which is from there, so I don't need that one as much. I've got the back that will go with that. Alright. So I have stamped on with, I have done here, I'm going to just move this up slowly, and that's gold embossed there, but this is all die cut, and I really have done them out because I knew we were going to be home all day, out all day, and I didn't want to have to come home and try and get all this ready and get dinner for the family as well. So I've cut, look at these gorgeous things, and I've used the now I've used the gold, no, it's not the gold, the DSPs from the Exploring Nature scrapbook. Everything's written in there what I've used, but I haven't put the rich gold in that I used, which was from this. I haven't put that in, so it doesn't really matter too much. So that's the earthen tone metallic, so it's still available at the moment. So the other thing is that you will note there's a lot of stuff going out on Last Chance, and especially a lot of stuff from our old catalogues, which is the January catalogue and this Christmas catalogue that's gone. But let's not worry about that too much right now. Let's get on with this. So what I have done I thought I was going to make one that came out, that this came out like high, so like it came out like that, but then I didn't like it. I'm a funny one, I like to do things. Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. I'm Annette Falconer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator with Stampin' Up, of course. I was going to say Costco for a minute. My brain wasn't working. So my card is 11 by 4 and a 4 and a quarter. No, let me get that out. I know this off by heart. So this is 4 and 1/4. And then it's scored at 5.5. All right. My next piece is my cardstock, my DSP, and that it's all written in my instructions that are on the introductions. Okay, so that is actually 4 by 5 1/4. Alright, so we can put those on and get that out of the road. So we drove 2.5 hours up to the country and 2.5 hours back, and we had lunch with my husband's family in the RSL up in Shepparton, and I was really impressed. They've done it up. And it had the most amazing things around. It had a metal desk with poppies cut out of it. It was really spectacular. So that's there. Now, this is my inside piece, which is, so there's a bit of smudging in that to do, and we've got the envelope. Okay, so there is a bit of bits and pieces. And we've got a piece on the front. Now, I've only cut the black out. I'm going to have to get one of my white panels, which I normally have sitting right there, that you see I grab all the time. And I've got, if you can see behind me, there's a orange mattress. I have my grandson staying. So things are a little messy, and what I thought I had there I can't find, so I'm going to cut a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to cut a piece of white cardstock for you. Alright, so I need a piece that's going to go inside here. So this is my black for here. Yep. So I think that's a little bit shorter than, yeah, I'm going to take a little, so that should be right on just this tiniest segment past, but 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. And so my white piece, which is this, it doesn't look white at all, does it? But that is just under 2. So I'm just going to do it, I think in my instructions it's there. White cardstock, 5 1/4 part by 2. I've got a funny feeling it might be less, but let's just go with that. Okay. Oh, my nails. Christmas nails. Do you like them? Okay, so that is going to be going in here. So we're going to be working on that now. So I have some daubers, and I have my ink pad. So I'm just going to put that to the side. And what I'm going to do, I've got a spare piece of paper here. I'm not going to do it straight on my glass, even though I can clean it, because I don't want to have to do it while we're in the middle of it. So I have muddied this up quite a bit, and I've used all of these colours. I've stamped with Pretty Peacock, but I've used all of these. So I'm going to start. You could, if you want to meld it more, you don't have to use your daubers. You could use your other brush. So I'm just going to start and go around a bit and get a bit of, okay. So I just want to rub that on. All right. Now I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm going to get my envelope. So I'm going to do each colour at the same time. Oh, I love this. Okay, my envelope, and then again on my inside of my card, I have done the same down on the inside here. So we had a lovely dinner, presents. There was a few people were not well, so they couldn't make it. I don't want to do that too much. And there's a couple of little darker ones in here, so when I get back to it, it's better. Right now, with the peacock, not peacock. What have we got? Pecan Pie. So, if you're on, jump on, say hello. I'd love to chat to you. Give me something to do as I work away. I've had a look at the new catalogue, and there's quite a bit coming out, which is really nice. Alright, so again we do a bit here on the pecan. And we'll be stamping over this too, so don't be worried about leaving circles, because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and then we're back to here. And this one will be very filled in because the front is more filled in. Okay. And we're going to do, the pecan pie is not going on there. You know one thing about your ink pads, we always stamp in the middle, so with this, go around the outside and pick up some of your ink that's sitting there. I don't know what colours are going to change next year. They just had a whole big sale on and said free postage, get your stuff, but I didn't get any more. I only got one set of blends because my other ones are all okay, and I've got lots of refills for my ink, because when they go out, when they change some of the colours, make sure you just get your ink refill, because if you want to keep your colours, that's what you're going to do. Okay, now I'm just giving it a bit of light there. Alright, so filling up those bits of colours that are done. Alright, let me have a look. So, alright, so that's our inking for that. Now, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. And so for stamping, we've got Pretty Peacock. I did have some more of that, but I didn't really use it. Crumb cake. Up here. It just gives it a bit of another lighter colour through it. All right, I'm concentrating a bit, aren't I? Oh, we've had so much Christmas. We've got so much on to do. I was wrapping presents, running around getting more presents, sorting kids. As I said, I've got, so on the weekend, my son and his wife and 2 kids come. So at the moment in my craft room, I have my grandson sleeping in here. I will have my son and his family in my room because I can put 2 beds on the floor for the girls. We'll move into my other boy's room and we'll put him out. So it's so much movement, isn't it? Now, what have I got there? That's the dies. So we're going for the stamps here. And as you can see, I've done a bit of stamping with this one, is it? Looks like that one. No, I think it's here. We've got this. And we've got Pretty Peacock, which I will put them away so we don't get... hi people on Facebook. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I don't know whether I'll be on next week. I will be tomorrow, in between my wrapping and everything. Okay, so I am going to get out the Army Captain badges here. Look, they'll put what you put on your sleeve when you get your medals. So we all have to go up not the country this we went today, but we have to also on Christmas Day go up to my son because he's not doing well with his leg. Right, so using the Pretty Peacock, I have added a few. First of all, there is another piece here that looks like this. I'm going to grab that because I can see I've put that underneath in the Expresso. Oh my goodness, there's a few things I've used, guys. So I've got that, and that's coming in the Expresso. So I do have to open Expresso. I just want to put them around so you won't see that there. Then there's the chain. This is a sexy card. I think it's a sexy card. I'm easily amused. Come on, you love it. Alright, so what I've done is, on my little white one that's going right down the middle, I have a chain. Okay, and then there, I'm just going to put the rest. And then on the inside, again I have the chain, but it runs down here. Oh, isn't that lovely? Lovely. And I've also put it on the envelope. And one there. I'm easily amused, aren't I? I love making the cards for my kids and their friends. They all love it. So we've got our chain. Then we've got, I inked that up, but I'm not ready for that. Now this is actually going to be in, I think I've done it not in early Expresso, but in black, just to give it a bit more. Okay, I'm not doing it too hard. Yes, I am. Alright, so we've got a bit of chain over here, a bit of this over there. Alright. It's like a bit of footprinting over our card. And there. And a little bit there. Okay, leave that there, leave that. Now, with the, put the lid back on, Annette, or we will have black everywhere, won't we? It does happen like that. So now, on this one, I've gone over the top with the arrow, making sure, and I've done one coming down. I did it again. I nearly did it wrong. And one over here. Right, now inside, I'm only looking at this because I want you to see. So I've got one there and one down there. And then on the envelope, I'll just put one that way and one up there. Alright, what do you reckon, folks? Are we getting somewhere? Now, on here I also have put, I think I'm done with Pretty Peacock. I'm going to use this one and find another little block, and I'm just going to put, this is going to be so good to do so many things. Now, please, I've told you, go and look at Last Chance. Honestly, there is so much on Last Chance that you don't want to miss. So this is in the Pecan Pie, and it just really, I put 3 on the envelope. I'll put one up there. It is such lovely. Now on the inside, I'll put one there, there, and down in there. Oh, I love it. Oh, love it, love it, love it. I'm easily amused. So, yeah, I saw the Last Chance, and they've got stuff out of the latest Christmas catalogue. It's moving fast. And for people who want some for next year, I did a lot of the bubble, oh my god, I can't even say the word, bauble blooms, and I loved them, and so they are marked down and so nice. But I have posted all my cards. They've gone to all over the place: Holland, Scotland, America, New Zealand, and Australia. Alright, so that's our inside panel. Now come on, you've got to tell me that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Was that not pretty quick? Yeah, you can't complain about that. So now we're going to put this one together. Oh my goodness, come on. When we came home, I made spinach rice out of my own garden this time. So this is going onto the front piece, which is just going to pop up a high little panel across the top. Alright, now I think I've got it that way, and I'm putting it into here. Now if I'm correct, I have put it on dimensionals, so we're definitely having a bit more lift than we do, don't we, with too many things. But I'm giving this to one of my boys, and now I'm going to have to make a second one. And it's funny, on YouTube, no, on my Facebook page, a photo popped up of a cake with all the gears, and it's one I made for their birthday. And so because it's their birthday in January, it's popping up to show me, obviously. I don't know if maybe I put that over. A little bit of a packing of those ones, I'm afraid. So it came up to show me. I think that should be enough. It's like an overcast of bloody dimensionals, isn't it? So there was another little burst of a free postage the other day again. There must be, because of the so much bringing new stock in, they must be trying to give everyone a chance to buy good stuff all the time. Alright, so this is going smack in the middle, and it will come up, and yes, it is black, and the card is in what did I do the card in? Basic grey, because I just liked it. you know, I wanted the black to emphasise this, because once I put all the other stuff on, it sinks inside, isn't it? So now I am going to bring out all these gears I cut out and see if we can recreate oh, hi Colleen, how are you? Let's see if I can recreate the front, which sometimes doesn't happen the next time. Oh, this is a really, I love this card, Colleen. I hope you do. It is so cute. As I said, it's for my boys are 17 in January, so I thought since this comes out now, I might as well make it. So under here I've slipped, so that's a bit of chain work. And so these are all from the dies. Let me show you the dies. Now, I can't understand why my camera over there is only showing half of the, it's covered in the writing. I'm going to click that down and see if that goes down. Oh no. I just don't know why that is not bigger on my screen, so please forgive me for trying to keep it in the front. So that's all the gears. So I've used the chain, I didn't use this, so there's lots to do with this one. It is so cool. Alright, so we've used the chain. Now comes the messy part. I need to get a mat. I'll put that over there so I can just see it from there, I think. Alright. Oh, I had something like this before I was doing Stampin' Up. I did buy, sorry, I've got to get my glue out. I don't want too much, so just get the end a bit wet and go around. And I've only got it up by 3, so I'm just going to do it there and cut that off. And then we've got a light. Now remember, the bottom of your pick tool has a bit of, what's that called? Rubber on there. Gluey rubber, sticky stuff. So you can pick your things up. So this is the top of the light globe. And I'm hoping that's the other piece. So that will go down there, right? So that makes it easier to pick it up and just rub that along, and then you can use it with your fingers. Alright, and that will stay down. Now for this one, I'm just going to cut off the top. I haven't got my other thing in the road. Chop that off, if I can get it chopped off. Alright, use my gluey end again. Oh, concentration, girls. Have you seen any of the new pot products, Colleen? And we're going to just place that there. Right, so we've got a light. Now we've got, what gear have we got in here? We've got a nice big one, and then I put a little green one on top of that, on that wheel there. Okay, so I'll do that before I put the other piece on. And with this one, what I have done is I've slipped it under, in between where there's a, because I've got the dimensionals, so I'm just going to put a little glue on there and make sure I've got that up, and slip that under there. Now that will stay on with that amount of glue. Alright, so that's there. Move that down just a touch. Alright, next we've got a big gear here. We've got a black one somewhere. Let me have a look. Well, we're just going to put whatever we've got on, or maybe I use the black one there. It doesn't really matter. So with this, you can just cut this in half and put half on, but I've got 2 of them, so I am going to use them all. Sorry, I'm doing it. I have to get my husband to have a look at this. He's my computer guru. So can you see this? I'll move that up. Okay, so that one's going to go in there, and then the other one is coming in from the other side. Now I've got too much on there, so just grab it on the side and whip it around. Okay, because you don't want to lose that. Right, okay, now I've got a bit of this, look at this, like your rick-rack stuff. Let's get those pieces out. And now I'm going to do the sneaky way I do, a little bit like that, and just tap it through. Okay, and I'm just going to wipe that top piece. Ooh, it's going to be all sticky now. I'm going to have sticky everywhere. Okay, because my fingers are sticky. And where's my wet ones? I think because my grandson's here, everything's gone haywire. Okay, so I've got a little, put that down, a little green one. Oh, doing it again. Keep up, top, Nette. Okay, and right up here, I've got a nice big one that's going to stick out like there. Now, I'm not doing that till I've done my last bit. But look how easy that was. That, and I've still got those to use at another time. But it is a fantastic stamp set and dies. So what I'm going to do quickly is make my little tag. Now I've got my punch, and where is my label tag? So there was a thing, if you bought, you spent so much, you get a $9 product. So I got that, and there's my banner saving, and it's going to arrive tomorrow, is the DSP that I got that was free. So, and I also had bought 2 things wrong, so I ended up getting that, so I'll have to use that up as well. But you can use that as a card instead of a Christmas. So with the banners, I have done this in gold embossing. And I used happy birthday because he's 17. Alright, I've got all the other stamps all jammed up with all my things, so I'm going to use a massive one. Bit of an overkill, isn't it? Alright. Oh. What's happening? Someone's just bumped my live thing off. Alright, so with that, I am just going to move these things so I can get into my cupboard and get my embossing kit out, okay? So because I'm only doing a little bit, which I'll put all that to the side, here it is. So I've got a little bit of early Expresso and a bit of the grey, and I'm just going to use my Versamark to stamp that. And I'm looking for my... Oh, my husband's bringing my coffee. Look, Colleen, I've got someone nice to look after me.
And some Dutch biscuits.
Oh, and Dutch biscuits. Oh, did you get it? Did you get the blue paper, Colleen? Because that was really nice. I'm going to have a wee sip of my coffee, forgive me. Oh, yum. He's put me a little bit of toddy in there too, so I'm even luckier. Now, I'll do it in the middle. And that's it. And now I'm going to just get my... I thought I had my gold embossing already sitting in here. But I do have it right here, so it's not too far away. Alright. Oh, where is my... something to pick that up. I always get scared I'm going to pick it up and put it right in my flick it everywhere. Alright, that's looking nice. I'm just going to give that a, without touching it, a flick at the back to get the excess off it, okay? And look at that. Now I always have my little brush here ready if I need it. So just clean it up. I'll put the lid on that before I blow everything away. Pop that over there and I'll clean it up in a minute. Alright, so with my... Hopefully my grandson hasn't taken it out. Oh, Colleen, I like to see... Are you a demonstrator, Colleen? Do you post your cards anywhere? So I'm doing it away from my desk in case I blow everything away, because it's noisy and horrible. So, and then this is the punch that goes with those labels, which I'm really quite happy with, to be honest. I wouldn't have normally brought just a punch for that, but because it had all the... they fit in each one, so I want it to go... I'm going to have to do it this way because I want it in that one there. Okay, so away you go, down a bit, and that's it. Alright, now I've got to just get the other stuff out. There it is. Now with the grey, oh, I want it bigger, so I don't know if that other one's bigger. Yes, it is. Oh! I had to push on that one, didn't I? And I'm just going to snip that end off. So I have, if it worked, otherwise I'll be doing it the other way. No, it isn't bigger, so I did do it out of this. So the only thing you have to do is glue this down. Oh, God, oh, thank you, Colleen. That would be nice to see that. It's really good to see other demonstrators and share your work, and, you know, like if you make something and you can just share it. I like my cards. I like people to make my cards. I see some good shapes cut out. My last cards, I just did my tunnel one. I'd done one last year and I couldn't find the instructions, so I just looked it up at I looked up the one I'd made because I hadn't given that one away, and I just copied it. So, and then I made it different because I was adding all the flowers, punching out. Colleen, did you see that card? This was last week's. I don't know, I'm sure you'd see that, but this one here, I was so happy with this one. Look at this. Hold on, and it punches out. Oh, I've got to jump out first. There you go. Look at that. It comes out, goes in, shuts, and then goes out. Wasn't that so gorgeous? That was last week's card, so I'm going to put that back in to put it away. It obviously got a bit stuck then. Alright. And I've actually done it the other way round, but it looks better because you can see it. That one looks, see how light that looks? The happy birthday. It's alright, but I like it on the black, to be honest now, so we're just going to have it a little bit different, aren't we? Alright, so that's going to go in here. And hold, that's going to come down on there. So I will just put the some glue around this side on half. Come on, glue, not too much, just on half. Alright, about there. Alright, and then this is going to go on here, so I'm only gluing this end. Right, now you could put a dimensional if you want under there, which probably would do, but I don't think so. I don't want it lifted anymore, and that's it. So, how's that? A little bit different on the front. Some are up, some are down. We have 2 birthday cards. And 2 envelopes. I can't give them both to my twins. I'll have to make another one for one of the other boys, won't I? So that is today's card. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining me. You didn't see the first one. What was the first one? Oh, you mean this one? That was, I did that the other day. And it folds down and goes in your card like that. It actually goes like that too. I mean, but you wouldn't put it in a card, it would be too thick. But the pop out was my absolute favourite. Look at that. And it's just DSP. That's what I like about it. Look at the back. So easy. And it's just the DSP. And some nice butterflies. And the front is DSP. I'm into making sure we use it. So, alright, I will put those up a little bit higher. And I can't understand why my camera is, it's a bit out of sync and the entertainment piece is too high. I'm going to have to talk to my husband. Alright, so tomorrow's cards, still using the same DSP, but differently. And again, even though it's for making scrapbooking, I've done just a card with it. So it's just a pretty easy card that you may like or you may not. So, thank you again, and I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Well, the kids all leave, even though Mike's coming on Friday, they leave on Monday, so I can do one Tuesday, but it's so close to Christmas. I will have to see. So, thank you all for joining me. I am so happy that you like coming to watch me do this, because I love doing it. I think sometimes people might think I'm so hopeless, and I just am what I am. And if I don't see you, well, you will attempt that. Oh, Colleen, I hope so. You'll have to send me one of yours. I can do. Send me a picture on Nette so I can do it online if you don't do yours online. Okay. Alright, thanks so much for joining me. Good night everyone. Bye. Bye.